Hello and welcome to the draw for the bwin World Series of Darts Finals. We're here in Niedenhausen near Frankfurt in Germany for the opening day of the PDC Autumn Series. I'm Dan Dawson. Paul Nicholson, former Players Champion, alongside me to help with the draw. Paul, this tournament, the World Series, usually goes all over the world. We would have been in New York this year, Copenhagen, as well as trips to Australia and New Zealand. Obviously COVID has put paid to that, but we still get to have the finals, and we've got 24 players from 12 different countries, some of the biggest names in the game. We'll get to see Fallon Sherrock back in action in big stage darts, and Mensur Suljovic playing in his home country. We know what that's like. Yeah,
I can't wait to see that, because the last time Suljovic was playing in Austria, he won the tournament against MVG in the final, and you and I both know on the Euro Tour that was just magical. So maybe this would just crank it up a notch if Suljovic can do the same, but he's got a lot of people in his way.
And what about Fallon Sherrock? I mean, she's been playing a lot of online darts and been looking very, very dangerous. It's not just that flash in the pan from the World Championship.
Not at all. I think she knows that she's got a lot of preparation to do before this tournament. She has been doing that with some county teammates and doing what she needs to do to get in that kind of ring shape to trouble these kinds of players. There's a lot of elite guys there that she could trouble.
Yes, well, Mensur Suljovic, of course, man beaten by Fallon Sherrock at the World Championship. Who knows, they might be pitted against each other. This is how it's going to work. We've got 8 seeded players, and they're in fixed positions in the draw. The other players that we're all going to pull out of the bag of balls there, they go into first round games against each other for the right to face one of those seeded players. We'll take it in the draw bracket order, so I'm going to ask you to pull out 2 balls, one after another. That will set up a first round match, and it'll start to face Michael van Gerwen, the #1 seed and 4-time winner in the bwin World Series of Darts Finals. Paul, I'll ask you to draw the first couple for us.
Number 12.
Number 12, that is Glen Durrant, the 3-time Lakeside World Champion, who famously is unbeaten against Michael van Gerwen in 4 games.
Number 11.
Number 11 is Dimitri van den Berg, our new World Match Play Champion. So it'll be Glen Durrant versus Dimitri in the first round for the right to face Michael van Gerwen, the world #1. Okay, this is to face the number 8 seed James Wade, former winner of the tournament 2018.
21.
21 is a man that Paul Nicholson knows very well. It is Jeff Smith, Canada's #1. Jeff will be playing in round 1.
Number 24.
Fallon Sherrock. So that's Fallon Sherrock, the Queen of the Palace, versus the silencer Jeff Smith for the right to face James Wade in the second round. Okay, to face Michael Smith, the number 4 seed.
Number 14.
Is Krzysztof Ratajski, the Polish Eagle, brought into the lineup late with the withdrawal of Gary Anderson, I believe.
Unlucky for some, number 13.
It is, playing in his home country, Mensur Suljovic. Mensur Suljovic, the Austrian #1, versus the Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski, with the winner facing Michael Smith. In this half of the draw, Rob Cross is the next seeded player, seeded number 5.
It's pretty tasty so far, isn't it? 15.
Is the Wizard Simon Whitlock, former World Cup of Darts partner for this man here, Paul Nicholson.
Number 17.
17 is the bronzed Adonis Steve Beaton, who came through the qualifier here in Niedenhausen last night. So Beaton versus Whitlock for the right to face former world champion Rob Cross. Into the other half of the draw, Peter Wright is the top seed here. He's the number 2 seed.
Number 10.
Number 10 is Ian White, the Diamond Ian White. Just outside the top 10 in the world.
Number 22.
Number 22, another Australian, Damon Heta. So Damon Heta versus Ian White, with a winner facing Peter Snape Wright, the reigning world champion. Next up, DARYL Gurney is a seeded player, seeded number 7.
Number 23.
Cody Harris, the New Zealander, would have been playing in his home country this year if the World Series had gone ahead as normal. He plays on the Challenge Tour nowadays, actually based over here in Germany.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Chizzy, Dave Chisnall, one of the biggest scorers in the game. So Chisnall versus Cody Harris for the right to face DARYL Gurney. We now move on to the number 3 seed, the world number 3, GERWEN Price, Grand Slam champion.
Number 18.
Number 18 is the in-form Vincent van der Voort, another man who came through the qualifiers for this tournament last night here in Germany. He will play.
Number 16.
Number 16 is Joe Cullen, another guy who came through the qualifiers, but a man who's won in Europe on the European Tour and has a couple of Pro Tour titles to his name. Final matchup for us, should be 2 balls left in there. This is to face Nathan Aspinall, the reigning US darts master, unable to defend his title this year, of course.
Number 20.
Number 20 is Big H, Harry Ward, a young man from Derbyshire in England who has 1 PDC ranking title to his name. And he will face...
Number 19.
Number 19, Darius Labanauskas, the Lithuanian number 1. Very dangerous customer is Darius Labanauskas. Well, I was going to ask you, what is the standout tie? I think we already know because it's the first one out of the hat, isn't it? I mean, Dimitri Vandenberg and Glenn Durrant had an incredible semi-final at the World Match Play, and the winner to take on Michael van Gerwen.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty, isn't it? I mean, I couldn't have really wished anything more destructive at the top of the draw, but I do like the look of Ratajski against Sulevic. 2 players who came through the same sort of school in Central Europe, in that area of the world as well. I think they'll have a lot of support watching on, and I think that's a very tasty proposition for Michael Smith. So those 2 games for me really stick out.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Paul. I'll run through the matches for you. So to face Michael van Gerwen, it'll be either Glenn Durrant or Dimitri Vandenberg. To face the number 8 seed James Wade, it'll be Jeff Smith from Canada or Fallon Sherrick. Michael Smith, the world number 4, will take on either Krzysztof Ratajski or Mensur Suljovic. Simon Whitlock versus Steve Beaton is for the right to face Rob Cross. It's a Diamond Ian White and Damon Heta. The winner of that will go up against the reigning world champion Peter Snake by right. Daryl Gurney will take on either Cody Harris or Dave Chisnell. Gerwyn Price, the world number 3, has got Vincent van der Voort or Joe Cullen. And then finally, Nathan Aspinall, the US darts master, is either Harry Ward